Hey everybody. I'm just watching this video, the last video of Fight Narcissism, or now it's Phemus. She's changed her name, and I can't figure out where the camera is because I'm doing this differently. I just thought I'd respond to it as I watch it. I watched it once and kind of skimmed through it. There's so many accusations in here that I figured I'd just make a video like this and address them head on. Hopefully the audio is not too wonky. So I'm starting about, she kind of sets it up. She talks about propaganda and stuff and smear campaigns, and we'll just get right into the really serious accusations. Here we go.
I could go on. I could explain how this group is contacting anyone who's been nice to me and telling them, you have to make a choice. It's her or us.
That has never happened. That's never happened. I could see where somebody might have sent somebody, a new YouTuber or something, an email or a private message saying, watch out for Phoenix Rising. I don't think that's happened much. Just to let them know that she can start out really nice and become really toxic. I know I haven't contacted anybody about privately. I haven't initiated contact about Phoenix Rising or Fight Narcissism. I'm pretty sure that nobody else has either. If anybody has any screenshots, let me tell you guys something. If you get a message on YouTube, a private message, you can't delete those, at least not that I found. I've tried hard to find a way to delete them because they add up and you have to scroll through gobs of stuff to find a message. You can't do that I can find. If anybody knows how to delete messages on YouTube, please let me know how so I can go and delete some. So if one of us has sent you a private message saying don't be nice to Sherry, don't talk to Sherry, or don't talk to Phoenix Rising or whatever, please screenshot that and send it to fffnarcs@gmail.com, and I will be more than happy to put it on my blog and or make a video about it. That hasn't happened.
I could explain that this Phoenix Rising thing, if Annabelle Lee or Shrinking Violet were at all concerned about the welfare of me or the community, they wouldn't have waited until I refused to take a stand on her to show evidence and then say, Fight Narcissism didn't reject Phoenix Rising outright right from the get-go, and therefore she's our enemy.
Okay, first of all, we've never said she's our enemy. We've never said because she didn't reject Phoenix Rising that whatever. We didn't go email a bunch of people about Phoenix Rising, despite what Phoenix Rising thinks. And I've offered to her, too, by the way, to send me screenshots of Annabelle or Shrinking Violet being ugly to her, and I would make a video exposing them. I've offered that to Phoenix Rising. She has yet to ever provide any of that evidence. Anyway, we didn't go out and it wasn't a group effort to go out and contact people about her. I made a video calling ghost comments, trolls can hijack your comments or whatever. Shrinking Violet made a few videos about her abusing her. I think Honey Badger made one. She got several channels at one time. So it was ongoing, it was information out there, but we didn't go out and deliberately try to disseminate it privately. We talked about it openly. I don't think...
They would have private messaged me and said, this person is dangerous and here's why. You can do what you like, but I wanted you to know.
Well, we made videos about that, so...
I was beaten by a man once, and that man continued on in the theater community. We were both part of the theater community. And
I'm just going to skip ahead here.
But
she was dating some guy that beat her up, and he went to the new girlfriend and warned her, and then she got beat up. The girlfriend got beat up again later.
That I said is not fair. I'm mixing in...
Yeah, you are. She's telling us, yeah.
And she stayed with him. And about 7 years passed, but then I heard that he had beaten her too. They're not together anymore. But anyway, now I'm doing that thing that I said is not fair. I'm mixing in a tragedy from my life, a real tragedy, with the names of other vloggers on YouTube. And in your heads, you're going to link bad things with those names. And I don't want that. for them any more than I wanted them to do that with me.
Except when she calls me a liar and a fake and all that stuff. She doesn't mind those labels being attached to me.
See, what happened is, I stood up to this Maggie mystery tour person. And there's plenty of people and evidence that he is abusive, very abusive. And he just flies off the handle. He has called all of you in the recovery community wimps. He has said that you have no reading skills. He has said that you are Teletubby.
I'm not sure he called everybody.
Whatever.
I think maybe
remember.
People on his channel, maybe he called everybody. I don't know.
He went along on Shrinking Violet's videos, and he would not say my name, but he would use the initials with stars, and he would say that I was psychotic, or I need help, or I was a...
Yeah, he did that about me too. And he also did it about Smackintosh on my channel once. And you know what Smackintosh said when I contacted them? They said, oh well. Yeah.
Covert narc, or... And he just did it and did it and did it. And privately, I messaged... Actually, I don't even think it was me that started it. I think that I said it publicly in the comment section. I said, Fee, are you really going to let this happen? And then she messaged me, and she told me yes, because he probably has Asperger's, and she was dealing with her own stuff. And anyway, in and out, he said, she said. At the end of the day, if those women, finally free from narcissism, Begotten Sprout, Shrinking Violet, and Annabelle Lee, if they were interested in helping people, in creating a safe place for people to be, they could have communicated with me at any time and told me their concerns, but they never did. They never did.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons I quit talking with her privately is because I felt like she was triangulating. When that was happening with Maggie Mystery Tour on Shrinking Violet's page, she emailed me and tried to get me. It's all on her blog. She asked me to get involved over there, and I said, yeah, I think he's talking about me too. And I felt like he was talking more about me in that particular exchange because he and I had just gotten into it a couple of days before, and some of the things he was saying sounded just like the conversation we were having. Yeah, so I don't know. I didn't, I don't know.
I didn't ostracize Phoenix Rising because I never saw anything from her that indicated that she was a problem.
Well, there was lots out there, but I also said in the video, I think, Trolls Can Hijack Your Comments, that if anybody wanted screenshots, we had them. That we had plenty of information. If anybody wanted evidence to that, we had it. Send me an email and I would send it to you. Narcissistic Web did that. I sent her like 16 screenshots. So
she, in my head, could have been the victim of a smear campaign, and indeed, looking at the comments on other people's videos where they called her every name in the book, it seemed like that's what it was. Just like they did with Narcissist Free. That was before my time. I don't know the story.
No, you don't,
just like
honey.
They did with Lisa Richards. I don't know that story either.
I don't know that story
either. Just like they did with Mr. WTF. I don't know that story either.
That's interesting because Mr. WTF and I were on good terms. I made a video, he made a video, we stated different opinions, and he and I were on good terms when he left the community. I think he did it because of personal reasons. We're cool, so I don't know. He didn't leave because of me. We were communicating privately at one point, so.
Eva Shade is gone. Running from Chaos is gone.
I don't know what's going on with Running from Chaos. Eva Shade, none of these people had to go anywhere. Phoenix Rising went after Eva Shade. We went over to help, and she didn't really appreciate that, it seems, so we said, okay, bye. We're gonna,
Narcissist Happen is gone.
Yeah, and I asked about that in one of my videos a while back, if anybody knows where she went. That had nothing to do with any of us.
And now I'm gone. Narcissistic Web also has tried to just be strong in the face of this harassment, in the face of being told, hate Phoenix Rising, hate her, hate her, hate her.
So anybody out there who's got any of us saying hate Phoenix Rising, any screenshots, any private messages, please send those to me. I'll put them on the blog. If you don't trust us, send them to somebody else. Let them do it. Yeah, let us know. We'll put that right up.
But why? Why should we hate someone based on the words of these women who have ostracized so many other people?
Right, words, not gobs of screenshots. Gobs of them.
With no
Not to mention, many of you were commenting on our videos and getting attacked by her on our videos. So this is not, it's not like we all just saw this by ourselves.
evidence. It's just this gang thing.
No evidence,
But,
except all these screenshots.
just like my video said yesterday, I am well aware that this will continue until I quit.
It'll continue until you quit messing with us. It'll continue until you quit coming over to our videos and critiquing us. And, you know, there's a difference between saying an opinion and, like on my post-arrest spin video, coming over and going, oh, you know more about his case than he does, and I take issue with this, and I don't like what you're trying to do here. That's not a different opinion. That feels like an attack, okay? Other people did say, I think there was somebody named Caitlin that said, hey, you know, I work with computers. Here's another possibility. He could have got a virus. This could have happened. And hey, there, you know, just to give you another perspective, these are some other things that could have happened. And that was helpful. But she didn't indicate that I was rushing to judgment or making things up, or I think, as you said in that nasty video you made about me, guessing at what he was doing from my viewpoint across the hall, not that police were in my apartment asking me questions. So, you know, there's a difference there, okay?
It will continue until I quit.
It'll continue until you just be still and stay on your page and leave us alone. Because, yeah, I'm done, and I think the other ladies are too. I think we're done trying to turn the other way and let people, you and others, run amok and just continue to slander us and lie about us and things like that. We're done with that. So when we see it or we hear it, we're going to respond to it, and we're going to put it out there, and we're going to let people make their own decisions.
Dozens of people have contacted me.
Here we go.
Or I've heard of them through people who have contacted me that are just done. They're finished. They're finished with the community. These people have tried to attack Ollie Matthews. They've tried to attack Tom.
Ollie Matthews. I think Annabelle Lee put up one 1-minute video saying, hey, Ollie, it's this person is this person, not this person. I hardly consider that an attack.
From Narcissism Survivor.
What?
I don't know what the deal is. The community. These people have tried to attack Ollie Matthews. They've tried to attack Tom from Narcissism Survivor.
Oh my God. None of us have ever said a bad word about Tom, I don't think. I adore Tom at Narcissism Survivor. Wow. She'll just throw anything in there. Show me that. Show me where any of us have ever made an ugly statement about Tom at Narcissism Survivor.
I don't know what the deal is, but it seems to me that anyone doing good work, anyone being really honest, is just shouted down until their voices are gone.
Yeah, it does. I agree. It does feel exactly like that. Yeah, you know, when other YouTubers are coming to your channel and challenging your video and calling you a liar and calling you, you know, going over to Fee's video saying she makes a horrible video where she's been trolled for weeks and crumbles, and she goes over to her video and says, you're playing games, you know, and yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like there is an element out there that tries to go after some of us that are genuine. You know, that actually make up lies about you, like that like that we're contacting people and telling them not to talk to her.
Why would that be? Could it be that this societal epidemic of narcissism and bullying, it's gone so far that anyone really making progress in healing this will become subject to harassment, smear campaigns.
So that's global. It's a big conspiracy everywhere.
Until their voices are gone, because the societal push to keep this system going is that strong.
No, just don't lie.
Well, I have a life. And although I have no shame in me and no regret,
I find that just fascinating because if I shut my channel down today, there's things I regret. There's ways I handled things with Narcissist Free and different things that I feel like, maybe I shouldn't have done it quite that way. Like, I think that's pretty fascinating that anybody could ever say they have no regret and no shame
about anything I've said or done. I am leaving. And it is their fault. It is their fault. It is Deb from Finally Free from Narcissism's fault. It is Julie, Begotten Sprout's fault. It is Maggie Mystery Tour's fault. It is Fiona from Shrinking Violet's fault. It is Annabelle Lee from Annabelle Lee.
Her name is Erin.
And also Annabelle Lee has started some new channel. It's that channel's fault as well. There's probably others. All these commenters, I don't even believe they're real. I think they're just alter egos.
Well, this is fascinating to me because there are people who disagree with what we're doing and they've commented. I've seen them comment on I haven't had to turn away one negative comment in the last week. But I think it's pretty interesting that when she sees that, she automatically thinks they're all made up or something. When I see, there are people that I see that I recognize that are disagreeing with what we're doing, and I believe they're real people, and I don't think they're terrible people. They just don't agree with what we're doing. But
there might be one or two real people in there. Linda Williams, Karen J, Maxie Bake. The fuck?
Is she making, seriously? You just renamed your channel to Phemus and you're making fun of Maxie Blake, who, by the way, is the sweetest person ever.
Pikachu, Symbol. There's probably half a dozen or a dozen more.
Let's start making fun of people.
It's all their fault, but I think it's all those girls with different accounts.
So she's really saying that all of these people who disagree with her are all alter egos of us. That's what she's trying to say. You guys have no minds of your own. Nobody can be disagreeing with her. So, I mean, I understand that people disagree with me and people don't like me. I get it. That's not shocking. I'm cool with it, but everybody loves her. If anybody say anything bad about her, it has to be one of us.
Wow. Girls. Petty, childish, relentless, harassing. I never got... Oh, that's not true. I would occasionally get the odd troll on my channel. Who cares? You can go look back at how I handle trolls. Drive-by shooting trolls. Look at how I handle them and see. But since this latest round that you started, there's been all kinds I've had to delete. With people just saying, really sweary, sexualized things and stuff, I just delete them. You don't even see them.
It sounds like censorship.
Just want to make sure I've covered everything.
That's none of us that are doing that, of course.
My crime, I think, first of all, was being too successful.
Here we go. There's the jealous. We're jealous. If that were the case, I would hate Fee, because we all started about the same time, and Fee has got over 2,000 subscribers. She soared right past all of us, okay? So if that were the case, then I guess I would be going after Fee. But Fee has never come to my channel and called me a liar and called me a fake and said, I don't agree with what you're doing. I take issue with what you're doing here, and accused me of making false accusations. Fee hasn't done that, so therefore I'm not going after Fee. Even though she has more subscribers than Sherry does. For that matter, Annabelle Lee has over 5,000 subscribers, so I wouldn't be speaking to her either if that were... None of us would be speaking to each other if that were the issue, right?
Right away, I did get a lot of attention. It was wonderful. I don't know why. I really don't. But it was great. And it was in that first couple weeks that someone sent me an invitation to join Annabelle Lee's Facebook group. Okay,
Annabelle Lee doesn't have a Facebook group, okay? She has a Facebook page for Annabelle Lee that she rarely, if ever, posts on. She talks in her videos all the time about taking long hiatuses from Facebook. She does not have a Facebook group, and she did not send Sherry an invitation to a Facebook group that she does not even have.
And I declined. And then I was nice to Annabelle Lee.
So she was nice to Annabelle Lee. That's supposed to be, like, you're not supposed, like, that's a thing. Like, I went to the grocery store today and I was nice to the cashier. Like, that's not unusual.
On my videos, but I noticed when I would engage with her, she just would say one thing and then not respond anymore. So I think
So this is a big thing with her, is she mentioned in that letter on her blog that she posted, that she sent to me, that was an apology, or supposed to be, that there was a pointed lack of support for her channel from the beginning. So this is a thing with her. She has a thing where she has expectations of how you should respond, how Fee should handle things on her channel, how Annabelle Lee should converse with her, and
she was just kind of keeping an eye on me.
So this is a big paranoia thing. So keeping an eye on you for what? When she already had over 3,000 subscribers probably when you started making videos. There was nothing.
I half suspect that Phoenix Rising isn't a real person. I think it's Annabelle Lee.
She's actually saying that Annabelle Lee is Phoenix Rising. She's actually making that allegation for real.
I mean, if you look at who Phoenix Rising has destroyed, it's the main competitors of Annabelle Lee. But then Magic Mystery Tour.
Well, the main guy, you're not a competitor of Annabelle Lee. She's got 5 times the subscribers that you do. So that wouldn't be an issue. Maybe Rachel at Escape from Narcissism, or Tom, or Ollie Matthews or somebody, but not like she went after Fee. She went on my channel. She went on Julie Begotten Sprout's channel. Julie has just got little bitty subscribers. She was over on Eva Shade's channel. She hardly has any subscribers. She was on Honey Badger's channel. Oh, this is just fucking crazy. It's just fucking crazy. MMT again. Magic Mystery Tour.
Maybe he does just have Asperger's. I don't know.
I don't know. Why don't you keep talking about him?
Watch out for him. You should all watch your backs around him.
Well, I'll tell you what. And you know what? I'm sorry, Maggie, because you contacted me and said, or maybe I contacted you to apologize for something. I don't know. But anyway, you asked me not to defend you anymore, and I'm sorry I'm breaking that promise. But you know what? I'll tell you what about Maggie. He respects boundaries. When you give him the impression that you don't want him to continue a subject, or you don't want him on your channel, including yours, Sherry, he doesn't come back. So yeah, he can be a hothead. He can say some weird shit. He can also give some really good insight and perspective on things. And he has in my experience with him, he can be reasoned with, or you can at least agree to disagree. And he said nasty things about me. I've called him a pain in the ass, and yet we can still converse civilly together. And he's never lied about me. So, but at least when you put a boundary with him, he actually respects it. So.
And Julie Begotten Sprout? Psychiatrically problematic.
See, Julie says in one of her videos, I gotta wonder if she watches them, because it's really interesting that she says she doesn't watch her videos or whatever, but she knows exactly where to hit us that really hurt. Julie has said in her videos that her brother tried to convince her husband to leave her in a psychiatric unit to lock her up. And that's one of the reasons she no longer speaks to her brother. She's been very emotional about that. So if Sherry has watched those, that is I'm sorry, that's a bitch move. I'm sorry, I hate to be ugly, but that's cruel. And you know what? It's cruel to diagnose people. I try to make these videos. I say my point of view. I at least don't make accusations or diagnose people or point fingers and call them names and that kind of thing. That's just bullshit. That's somebody that can't have a discussion about facts or different perspectives without vicious, hurtful personal attacks.
Sorry, girl.
You are sorry. You are sorry. Let's just go back up.
Watch out for him. You should all watch your backs around him. And Julie Begotten Sprout? psychiatrically problematic. Crazy. Sorry, girl.
Wow.
We were friends. I was hurt.
Yeah, they were not friends. They never communicated privately, ever. So they're not friends. It's like me saying, "Oh, Rachel had escaped from narcissism and I were friends." Well, we've never just because I say that doesn't make it true. She and I have never communicated privately or whatever. So if she does something that offends me, I can't go, "We were friends." Like what? Like they never communicated outside of comments or whatever.
And Deb just can never have anyone say something contrary to what she thinks. She literally can't.
Right.
She can't.
So Mr. What the Fuck made a video about how we were wrong to make the videos we made about Lisa Richards. I didn't make a video about Lisa Richards. I made one about Narcissist Free. And I made a few, maybe. And he and I remained on civil terms. Magi Mystery Tours called me all sorts of stuff in other people's channels. I've called him a pain in the ass. He and I can still talk. But no, it's just Sherry that, because there's a difference of how somebody comes at you, first of all. And second of all, it's a difference that you can get hot-headed and have words and then come back and go, okay, sorry. And see each other's point of view. So, yeah, I am able to do that, actually. But
if you say, I don't think so, then that means you're bullying her.
Right. Right.
One thing I will say, the only thing I wish I never did, was in her liars video, I wish I hadn't said, yeah, basically, you're a liar. Because that was just a fucking waste of my time. But she is a liar.
Wow.
And I couldn't stand anymore watching her lecture everybody on, this is acceptable, and this is...
I might be she's calling me a liar, and how many lies have I outed her on? I haven't even gone through her whole blog. There's so many contradictions in there. This video, her nasty video she made about me, she says Shahida was, or her video was the #1. It's not even close. It's not even in the top 10. Shahida, the book review for Shahida had like 11,000 views. Hers has like 1,000 maybe. But yeah, whatever.
Hi, everybody. Now, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do, but so-and-so, and I'm not going to name any names, but they're a new YouTuber, told stories about peanut allergies. I didn't like what she said, you know what I mean? Just was red flags going off.
Wow, and I thought she didn't watch my videos. I made a video last week about a new YouTuber who talked about peanut allergies and how much I liked her. I don't remember talking about red flags or anything like that.
By the way, I love that giant penis you have in the background of your videos there. And I know that you're watching.
Well, fuck yeah. I know you're I'm watching because I know that you're on here spewing vile stuff about us. So yeah, I'm watching because I know that yet again, I've got to defend myself against you. And what a juvenile, and you talking about juvenile humor in your scolding video, how we have juvenile humor.
Oh, you're going to want to move it, but now you're not going to want to move it.
Yeah, I really don't care. Look at her. Look how, like, she's so angry.
But I also know, like I said yesterday, that I cannot win this. Not that I want to win.
Ooh, Freudian slip. And you do want to win. You do.
I just want to be left alone.
Yeah, so do we. So stop coming to our channels and making comments and picking fights. Stop telling people lies, like we're going around to tell people that they can't talk to you, or we're giving people ultimatums. Yeah, stop accusing Annabelle Lee of being Phoenix Rising, for Christ's sakes. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm looking at her instead of the camera, but just stop telling lies. Stop your nonsense.
But they won't. They won't ever. And there's going to be some people who hold it against me that I'm not crying. I will cry privately over the loss of being able to express myself in my unique way, because I really had a lot of fun.
Yeah, nobody's saying she can't do that.
Over the fact that it really does take a community.
You know what? And she's had a few people challenge her over the last week about some of this stuff. Just a handful of people, as far as I can tell. We've been under this and we've seen little comments and little whisper campaigns and little things about what we're doing and we're the mean girls. We've been dealing with this shit for months. For months. She has a few days of it and she's going to shut her channel down.
Community to stop bullying. But where is that community? Where is...
So you guys all failed her. You should have hated us instead.
I also think some of the people that private messaged me saying how hurt they were by all this and how mean those girls were, I think you were just pawns as well. You may have been fake IDs. Probably were, some of you.
Wow.
But yeah, it's been fun. And I will leave all my videos up. And I will still police the comments. In fact, I might just turn the comments off on all of them because why bother?
What, does she have a problem if somebody disagrees with her? Is that what she's saying? Wow.
And you know, a girl has a right to change her mind. Maybe
and she'll change her mind.
Be back.
She'll be back.
Maybe just with audios. I don't know. But my presence here is hurting other people. And I don't mean those bitches.
Nice.
And it's hurting me. It's hurting me now. Peace, everybody.
You know, so here's my take on this. I've seen this in other communities. I've seen it in the vegan communities and other communities. So what happens is you have somebody who starts trouble like she has on different people's channels, who you got troublemakers, and then when some of the people stand up to them, you have somebody like her that comes along and makes a video saying, you know, basically saying, I'm the victim, they're being mean, and I'm going to go away, I'm going to shut my channel down. And then everybody rushes to them and supports them and says, no, please don't do that. And then they come back. And, yeah, she'll be back within a week. I almost put money on it. She's not going anywhere. I think she enjoys this too much. I think this is her. We put some stuff out that nobody else had seen and said our side of the story. And a lot of you saw that and felt like, oh, wow, this is, you know, we weren't treated fairly. And she felt that, and she wants to take that tide and turn it back against us. And, you know, get the support for herself again. I think that's what's going on. Nobody's trying to run anybody off YouTube. On her blog today, she says, oh, the Gestapo, they're coming after you. They're coming after, we're not going after anybody. This is craziness. We're just protecting ourselves, and we're standing up for ourselves, and we're not going to lay down and let people say things about us that aren't true. And come on our channels and start shit and not stand up and say something about it. So that's what's going on. Anyway, thanks everybody if you got this far. Talk to you later.